Hello, beautiful people. My name is Melka, and welcome to Mega Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch and all my stitching adventures. I hope you're doing okay, y'all. There's a lot of stuff going on out there in the world nowadays, and we have to find peace in whatever we can, right? Today, I have a regular floss tube video. I have a total of one whip, six starts, one knitting whip, and a bunch to chit chat. Yeah. I also have some shout outs today because I've been watching Flosstube like a crazy person, and I wanted to shout out some new Flosstubers to me. Actually, let's just start with that. So my first shout out goes to Krista from Clover Hope Stitching. I've been enjoying her channel a lot. Katie and Stitches, Stitching and Tea with B. Please go give her some love. She's been through some medical issues, and we are all here in community. And I think that she's like my auntie. I don't know. She gives me that auntie vibes. And yeah, just lots of healing and lots of prayers for you. Then I saw the stitch list. Let's see who else is new to me. Oh, another channel is Victoria Marie. Well, she's not a new channel, but she has her first floss tube up. I really enjoy it. She's a new cross stitcher. So it's like you can see like her transition and how she's starting. It's always so fun to start from the like very beginning of your journey. And then another channel that I've been enjoying is Wandering Foot Co. Okay, two channels that I've watched before. I wanted to mention Tara from Wilden Woman Crafts because she has a beautiful scarf in her last floss tube that you need to go watch. I think is floss tube number 53. And I cannot, I'm going to pop a picture like here of the scarf. Like I want to knit that with the exact same colors. It's so cool. I don't know the show, Tara, but yeah, pretty cool. And then Kate has a new video. She hasn't been in the Flosstube community in a long time, so give her some love. All right, let's move on with the big elephant in the room. I'm gonna get it out of the way. I've been in panic mode, y'all. Panic mode with the whole situation that's going with ice right now in the States. I mean, I don't know how to express myself about it, but I have not been feeling very good about it. I am not gonna go on it because this is not the space for for me to like express that about how I'm feeling about it. But I'm not feeling very well, y'all. Yeah, very stressful times. And then if this is your first time here, I'm sorry that I'm hitting you with like some strong things, but this is good news. If you didn't know, I was diagnosed with a rare cancer. Still till this day, I have some people ask me like, "Oh, I really like your new haircut." I'm like, it was not because I wanted to have my hair short. My hair was pretty long. I had to cut it. But I have great news, y'all. I am in remission. Tuesday, February, and I don't know the date, but today is February the 6th, and it was Tuesday, this past Tuesday. I think it's the 2nd. My doctor told me, Milka, you are officially in remission. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I don't want to ever see you again. Like, we don't have to come back here, right? And he's like, no, but I got to see you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I wanted to share it with you because it was so hard for me to find comfort, to find um, friendship, support in those times. And I finally told you about it in 2025. And the level of support, messages, DMs, helpful links, just friendship, love, prayers, good vibes, good thoughts was enormous. And without the cross stitch community, I wouldn't have been able to make it because it was so tough, y'all. And oh shoot, I don't want to get emotional. Anyway, let's just rewind. It was a tough journey, and I am happy that you were with me. That's all I want to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I don't have words to express how grateful I am and for all your support. I just don't. I'm not very good at expressing myself sometimes, so I'm sorry. I have to write things down so I can actually like get thoughts out. And I didn't this time. I I was not supposed to record Flosstube today because I'm still on my feelings, but I was like, is it's gonna be, I don't know, maybe June whenever I'm feeling like recording a Flosstube again. So anyway, I'm kind of forcing myself to put myself out there, okay? I'm just struggling through it. Hope you're in it for it. Hope you're in for it. Anyway, I just wanted to share that for a little bit of a stuff update at the beginning because I just could not hold myself showing all my whips without telling you that big news, y'all. That is, oh, I'm so thankful. Thank you, God. Okay, I'm going to show you my whips. They're all down here. I'm excited to show you. I have a lot of stuff to show you. I've been in a rabbit hole. Okay, let me tell you. I've been in a rabbit hole of how to print charts, OPP. I found a website and I'm like obsessed. Like, ki- I need more money. I need more money because, whew. Anyway, let's start showing you my whips. The first whip, or the only whip that I will be showing today, is Santa's Midnight Ride by the Dimensions. It's from the Gold Collection. Santa's Midnight Ride. And this is my progress. I was working on this project while doing the 24 hours of cross stitch, y'all. And oh my goodness, hold on, I gotta hold this up. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. I'm sorry. I get so excited because literally I worked so much on this project. So if you were here on my last Flosstube, I had this whole area that I needed to complete. Probably this area. I'm just going to put a picture here because I don't remember. I did a lot. So I just fill in what was necessary to fill in. I did no backstitch. I did a little bit of the background. Yeah. But the main bulk was this corner right here. And it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I love it. One more time. Mm. As I said before, the only thing I've changed in this project is that I stitched my dimensions 2/1. This is an Aida, so 2/1 full cross and 3/1 10 stitch. All right, I love it, yo. I'm almost done with this. I was so surprised of how much I could do in 24 hours of cross stitch. I didn't finish it on the weekend, but that's okay. We went out on that weekend and I had other stuff to do. So I think I finished my timer on Tuesday, like early afternoon. If you don't know what 24 hours of cross stitch is, it's a Facebook group and you can join and they have a calendar of when is the next one. So throughout the year, they have, I think it's just team sleep or just straight 24 hours of stitching. I can't do that. So I'm always team sleep. I take naps, I take breaks. So I just put a timer on my phone and every time I'm stitching, that timer's on. Anyway, I share the progress through Instagram and that was so fun to share. Let me show you the next project. My first start that I'm going to show you, it is Awakening. This is a Rioli's kit and I love her face into the woods. Beautiful. And her eye, I'm gonna get it closer, but her eye is a bird. Isn't that cool? So I'm using all the kit materials and hmm, this is my progress. Sorry, this is a bit too difficult to hold, but I started on the center, working on her skin. Her skin is kind of like pink. And so far, I think so far they're a wool acrylic, if I'm not mistaken. And some like that are either Anchor or Cotton Floss, I'm not quite sure. But that is my start. The next project that I'm going to show you is another Rioli's kit. I was in a kit mood this this past time, I guess. And I did tell you that I wanted to start this. It's called Carnation Lily Lily Rose After Sargent's Painting. 2053 is the number. This is the kit. It's beautiful. And this is my start. I am using all the kit materials and I love it. I bought these frictions pen by from Pilot. This is the brand. I think I've shown these before. Friction. It's not, it's showing blurry, but this you can erase with the, with this ball tip, sorry, with this tip of the pen. You can erase whatever you're writing in the paper, but I tested it because in this package it says that you cannot wash this kit. So I was kind of scared to use a water soluble pen. So what I did instead, I finally got an iron deal. I didn't have an iron. My iron died on me. I got an iron, bought that pen, and tested it in a little corner to see if the lines will erase with the iron, and it did. So that's what I went for. That's my start. Started in the center. And I have a saga file for this, which is so nice. So nice. My third start is Mother Nature Tropics by Anya. And this is a new brand to me. I already reviewed it. You can go check that video out. But it's stunning. I wanted to start with the parrot, and I did, and I'm loving it. I love how the threads feel in this fabric. Look at that, y'all. Wow. I love this bird. I wanted to see the bird, so I went all in it. I counted like 30,000 times from the center of this fabric to the area where the bird was, and I love it. All of these are wool acrylics in this kit. So if you like it, just be mindful of that. I've also find they sent me a PDF. They don't have a saga file for this. They sent me a PDF, and some of the symbols don't match with the PDF file um, and the color chart. So I also found one symbol that is similar but different in color in the chart. So I'm gonna just show you real quick. It's not a big deal, but because that's the only symbol that looks like it, but it's something to be mindful of. This green star, it is actually, I don't want to show it all, it's actually a yellow star in the pattern. So that's something that I would like to let them know because, I mean, they need to fix that. People can get confused and all that good stuff. But besides that, y'all, I've been loving the kit. I have also noticed that the wool blend, I don't know if it's the same from Rioli's. I know this is a Rioli sister company. The wool threads feel much nicer. If you're a thread licker, you can't lick them. You constantly have to cut the ends so it doesn't get fussy and doesn't leave residue. I mean, you're working with wool. So if you ever seen a ball of yarn, is fussy. So that's the same feeling. Some people don't like it because pushing it tends to be harder. You myself, I can't work on them for a long time because my hands tend to hurt after this whole treatment and my body goes through weird pains. So I have to work with them for not too long. But it is, I like that it comes in a big counter fabric. So the wool actually just goes through it like nicely. It's still tougher than cotton, of course, but the saturation of color, I love it. Okay, let me show you a little start. I'm not usually a person that likes Valentine's Day. I'm more of I celebrate the day of the love. We call it El Día del Amor y la Amistad, which is the day of the love and friendship. And I've noticed also that I don't stitch a lot of lovey things. Don't know why, because they're pretty, but yeah, I don't have much of those things in my stash or even stitched. But I found this chart at StitchCon. It is Roses Are Red by Lottie Da. It says roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. And then if you're not in the Bridgerton wagon, I so there's a scene, I think it's in the last chapter, where um I don't forget her name, the mother of all the Bridgerton. So she's like with a corset and stuff, and someone posted it. Basically, she was basically saying, "Oh, you're having tea, and I'm the tea that you're having." And someone wrote on the Netflix like Instagram with that post, like, "Oh, roses are red." Violets in bloom. I am the tea that you're having in this room. And I'm like, whoo, oh girl. And I was thinking of changing the bottom part of the saying instead of sugar to sweet, and so are you. I was thinking about changing it to those, but then I was like, oh man, I gotta find the letters and chart them. Like, do I really want to do that? So I might just create a little chart with that phrase because I really like that scene. It was a spicy scene. Who doesn't like spicy, of course. And I thought it was hilarious. So that's that. I went with, let's see, fabric. Oh man, hold on. I'm using 40 count linen in the color Mermaid's Firewood from Dames of the Needle from the Cauldron. That's a long name. I love this fabric though. Here's my start. I'm gonna get it a little closer. Yeah. Things that I've changed. I honestly change everything. The only thing that I'm using is this green that is called for in DMC. I changed the letters to 29, DMC 29 is a purple. I considered changing it to DMC 09, but I kind of liked more the color, the purple color in this fabric, and I love purple. So I'm also using the red is the Gentle Art Country Redwood. This is this red. And then yeah, and then it's just the green and the 29. The green is 3051. I consider filling the flowers. It has a color inside the flowers and inside the leaves. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, y'all. I'm not gonna go through that. Like the fabric is similar to the color that is called for. I don't think it's a necessity. And it looks good. So that's one of my new starts. I think we're in the fourth or fifth, fourth start. Coffee break, please. My fifth start and the most exciting one, it is the Christine, the Arctic Ocean Mermaid by Meridian Designs. This is her in all her glory. Look at that. Wow. I've had this mermaid for a long, long, long time in my stash, actually since 2021. I think this was a Nashville, maybe a Nashville or something online orders that they do in the fall. I'm not quite sure. But I have her a long time. She uses a lot of things. Sorry, I had a little interruption. Luna decided to howl while I was filming. But as I was saying, she uses a lot of things. She uses Krennic beads, some weird crystals that I've never heard as a brand, and I think I had to go through Fire Gem something. It's a company that sells beads in bulk to get the crystals. So they were not even Mill Hills. I put an order for that because I didn't have them. That was the only thing that I was missing. And I'm still, oh, it uses stinky dyes, which I don't think is necessary, honestly. I got it at the time. I ordered this through Fire Poppies. Do you remember Fire Poppies? It was such a great online store. I think it was one of the first one that started doing online shopping, and it was a great store. But I bought this, I put it in a bag with all the materials together, and let me tell you, when I started like getting it out, checking all the materials and stuff, I had two beads. I bought, well, not that I bought, but I got two packages of beads, Millhill beads that were now the color, and two Cranics that were now the color. I was not happy about that. Which is kind of odd because they were pretty good at their, so I don't know, somebody was going through a bad day that day. Anyway, I have extra beads basically. I'm going to show you my start because I've been stitching on this like a lot. I started this on Mystic Fabrics in the color Sea Glass. This is a 32 count linen. And oh my gosh, she's she's beautiful. Okay, look at that. This is what I've stitched. She's wonderful. She's curvy. She's brown. She's giving all the things. Oh, she's stunning. I have made some modifications to her. Let's see. I'm going to show you. I finagle a lot with this skin color. And the reason why was because I changed the threads. I'm going to show you the threads that I've used. Oh, actually, I think I put them away. Did I? No. Okay. These are all the materials that she has. She has dinky dyes, acrylic, beads, crystals. She's fancy, I'm telling you. Okay, so her hair is this dinky dye. Is 9098. Uh, she uses dinky dye, whatever this is, 133. I don't know how to pronounce that name. So, but it's this beautiful, like dark blue purple color. I love this color. I'm definitely going to use that. But her skin, I'm using Almond M&M's skin conversion. So I'm using these three colors. Uh, the dark color is number 1866. It's called the Civil Right Act. The medium color is 1873. First open heart surgery was performed by a black doctor, and then 1900 Black National Anthem was created. So these are the they come with like a number. Oh, you can't see it, and then the name or like what happened in that year. That's how Ymir added it. But I stitched these with these skin colors, and I had to try to. I had to blend some symbols together because it was too light to my liking for the skin conversion that I had. I think I did that in the arms. I rounded a little bit her this area. I took a little bit of her neck because I thought her neck looked a little bit bulky and I did not like that. So I need to fill that with hair. Um, and that was it. I'm thinking about pulling out some of her belly and maybe stitching it in the darker brown, but I'm not sure. I might just leave it like that, y'all. And everything is so okay. So here's her hair. Can you see it or not? You can't see it. Her hair has krennig that is a sparkly thread. It's a white sparkly thread right here. It's 57. Is this color? It uses some gray or silver. And it uses all these color beads. I'm still missing one color bead, and I called Susan, Miss Sue, sorry, not Susan, Miss Sue from Keepsakes, and I haven't heard from her yet, but I'm still stitching her. She's looking gorgeous. I love her. This was my birthday start. All that to say, y'all, I'm forgetting. If you want to start something to celebrate my birthday, use the hashtag coast along. I always like to put a ocean theme to my birthday sale because I'm an ocean girl. I'm a beach girl. I come from an island, so you already know. So anything that you have in your stash as ocean theme, or if you want to start a mermaid, whatever you want to do, or if you have this pattern, join me. Wow, that took a while. um, if you have this pattern from that year, I wanted to let you know that the legend has some errors and that the designer has an errata PDF for the legend. I noticed that when I started like kitting it up, I'm like putting all the DMCs together, and I was like, there's two symbols that have the same thing. This like they're the same in different colors. So what's going on here? So I had to contact her. She texted me, well, she emailed me back the right legend, and I was so grateful. So that's that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I have to talk about this. So I thought about changing her hair. Her hair is white and blue. I mean, you've already seen like this color is the main color of her hair with white krennic. And it has beads and stuff. I tried changing her hair to Threadworks 141. I've been wanting to use these colors and I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Bought them on a whim. Don't know for what. I just like the color. I tried using this color and it did not look good. She looked like she had fire hair. I think I have a picture. I might put it in. If not, I'm sorry. And then I tried using Threadwork 190, but it was blending too much with the fabric. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm keeping these in my stash and don't know what I'm going to use it for. So if you have a pattern that uses those threads like nicely, let me know because I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do with them. And lastly, if you're Ray and if you're watching, please skip, please, because yeah, just skip or stop watching the video. I got Bigfoot Valentine from Lola Crow because I wanted to stitch something for the hubby. And this is the pattern right here. And I started it last night. And this is all I got. This is a little tiny small. I know the fabric is crazy. I wanted to stitch it on this fabric because I remember dyeing a whole batch of fabric for random other kits. And I dyed this fabric thinking of Ray. I wanted to stitch like he loves Call of Duty. So I wanted to stitch something like Call of Duty, maybe like in black or like a dark color for him. And that never happened. But I still had the fabric. And I think this is gonna be a cute like Valentine's Day for him. Uh yeah, he sent me a text and I was like in awe, like, oh my gosh, like how can I not love this man? So yeah, there you go. That's my start. I'm probably gonna stitch on this today and it's gonna be finished very quickly. Don't know how I'm going to finish it. I thought about putting it in like a card. I thought about doing a little hoop, but I don't wanna like I don't want the hoop to just be plain and I don't want to paint it. But yeah, those are all the whips, or the whip and all my starts. Honestly, even with all the cross stitch that I've been doing and all the stitching that I've been doing, it has not calmed my nerves. And it sucks because stitching to me it is a it's like a peaceful place, calm me down from stressful or for enjoyment. At the end of the day, it is mental health for me. So I don't know what to do about that. Like I needed to make its magic again and actually like ground me. So anyway, that's that. Let's move into life stuff, into what I've been up to and all the good stuff, right? Um, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go through what I've been up to. If you are not in for that, bye bye, ciao, and love you so much. I do have some stitchy stuff that I want to mention, so if you wanna, stick around. But it's just like my stitchy dreams. I'm just gonna call it stitchy dreams because I mean, I'm always thinking about stuff that I have in my stash and that I want to start, and sometimes it's just a lot. But I don't care. I mean, I want them on my whip list. I want to stitch on them, and it doesn't matter if I put like 100 stitches on it. But let me show you what I've actually. I'm gonna start with the things that I've been up to. So. It was our anniversary on January the 11th of 2026, and as I told you in the past, we had a death in the family, and we were not in the greatest mood for that. So we kind of skipped that anniversary in a way. Like we didn't really do nothing. But then, like 2 weeks later, we did a little something to kind of like commemorate. So we went to do our Ray and I. We went to do our nails together, which is not something that I actually do often because it's expensive, and I usually just paint my nails here or keep them clear, like a clear coat, and keep them clean and low because I don't like long nails to stitch either. So it was nice that I got my nails done. I was feeling inspired, so I got this like royal blue and kind of like purplish color. Love it. I think I was inspired by my Santa's Midnight Ride, and he got his nails done. I tried to convince him to paint his nails clear, and yeah, there was a not happening. um, Oreo has been learning a lot. He has been a handful, of course, but he is calming down, surprisingly. He's learning to go to his crate, to not eat Luna's food. I'm still struggling with that, but yeah, just he's having a good life. And I'm gonna insert some videos, hopefully, I'm showing you right now. But he's a happy puppy. We had a big winter storm, and it was his first snow day, and it was a huge snow day. Thankfully, I saved Luna's winter coat when she was younger, and I put it on for him because he's a Dalmatian and he only has one coat instead of like Luna has three coats because she's an Australian Shepherd, but for him, he's always chilly. And it's kind of funny because I have a space heater downstairs and I have it next to me because the house gets very cold too. I don't know what it is. It's either too hot or too cold. So I keep it a little bit on the cooler side to um, keep the electricity down and also not us burning up. But he sits right in front of the heater, y'all. Like, what? I've never had a dog that sits in front of the heater, and I'm kind of like a little scared about that, because not scared, but concerned, because like if I have the heater right next to me, like my legs get so ashy, y'all. So I have to keep it like away, like a little bit further, so it warms the room up and it doesn't hit me like directly to me. So we've been kind of looking into that. Also, I went to a yarn store for the first time. I think it was Marjorie May that was talking about it. She was knitting with a yarn made by Dyed Mad Yarns, and this brand or this company is local to me, and they had a knit stitch night and on Wednesday, so I went. It was very cool to see all the yarns. I was so tempted. I'm so glad that the store was closed for purchasing, because if not, I will be very tempted to buy yarns. And I'm like, I'm not a fast knitter, and I'm a new knitter, and I'm like, I don't want to get into the buying a lot and then having in my stash, which I've already done. So anyway, I went to that stitch night for knitting, and somebody was knitting a little sweater for a cat, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I need to knit a sweater for Oreo. But he has a sweater that was previously from Luna. It looks actually similar to these colors. Oh, by the way, I got this shirt at Walmart. $5, y'all. I thought it was very cute. So it says rom-com behavior. um, I think that's what it says. Anyway, sweater. Don't squirrel. So I went to that store. There was a lot of people, which was surprising because it was so cold. And after I came back, I was like, I'm never going out of the house again in the winter. I'm waiting for spring. I'm gonna wait for spring. But anyways, I met Kelly, which is the owner. There was maybe 15 people knitting, and there was also another lady that was an instructor. She was sitting next to me. She was very nice. I got to see all the pretty projects everybody was doing, and apparently they're doing like a yarn wall or a square wall of something they're going to add together, and then I'm going to display it in the store. It was a very interesting store. uh, check them out. They have beautiful colors, and Kelly was surprised that she has a following in the Flosstube community as well. Anyway, definitely going to go there. I'm not sure if it's going to continue being like every Wednesday kind of deal, but whenever I'm feeling like going out and knitting and socializing, because lately I haven't been doing that a lot, I'm definitely going to think about that store. And let's see, since the winter storm caught us off guard in a way, like it was bad, y'all. Like it was, I don't know, 12 inches of snow here, and it was freezing conditions. Ray couldn't go out to work. It was bad, bad. But I made, what was it? I think I went to Panera, and I saw that they had the roasted potato soup, and it has bacon, and I was so craving that so bad, so I made my own, but I didn't have bacon, so I made it with chicken and added carrots because I like carrots, and it was so tasty. Like literally, like I made that for the first time, and maybe for you that's like, oh girl, that's like normal stuff, but in the Dominican diet that I usually follow, that's not something that we do or that we eat. So it was nice, kind of like learning a new soup. Or, I mean, I already do stews and chilies and stuff like that, but it was nice learning a new soup that was so tasty. So I baked the potatoes, and then I took all the potato meat, I'll say, out of it. And then with the little cup, I put it in the oven and broil. And I don't know, for 5 minutes. And I ate that with the soup, y'all. It was so delicious. I saw it in a reel, so it's not nothing that I invented, but it was just like scooping the soup and kind of eating it like, oh, so crunchy, so delicious. You need to make it. Make yourself a roasted potato soup. Delicious. What else? What else? Let's see. I have notes because, of course. Mm, so going back to what we did for our anniversary, Ray bought tickets for a sketch comedy and music show, and that was interesting. It was in a place where they display a lot of local art, and I saw a beautiful piece that was mixed with fibers. I don't know what kind of fibers. It looked like lace in the painting, and it was by Frida. It was all blue. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I had all the money to buy like a couple of these pieces, but I didn't. So I just enjoy the art. But we have fun. I kind of chuckle at a couple of things that happen in the show. There was a lot of rock involved. I'm not very into rock, but I enjoy the music, and they had some big like big name shows, big name songs that which I enjoyed. And then we of course we had delicious food and drinks. So that was like nice, within reason with everything that's going on in our lives right now. Then I I won a giveaway. It was a giveaway on Instagram, and I put in, and the company was from, it was, that was not the person that was actually doing the giveaway. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. But the company that they were doing the giveaway with was the Lab Fibers, is a yarn store. And I picked the color Let's Go Barbie. It's a bright pink in your face. I can put it here, but I can also show it like later. And I was thinking about doing the vest number 2 spring edition right here. And apparently I need 2 balls of that yarn. So I got another one with my giveaway order. So it was one skein of yarn, and I ordered another one just in case. And I also bought it in a cotton blend, like a cotton blend DK. I don't know with what. I think it's blend with wool or linen, because y'all, I'm not going to be in cool conditions forever. So our goal is to move to a warmer area and or country. So I need to start thinking ahead of pieces that I can make and wear in hotter conditions. I also had my book of the month order. I paused my book of the month for like at least 3 months just because of budgeting. But it started on January and I totally forgot. I need to pause it again. But since I had credits, I ordered 2 books, and I had a free book because it's my birthday month. My birthday is on the 23rd, so but I celebrate the whole month. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I ordered Stolen Midnights. This book made me think of you, and How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates. That book just made me chuckle, so I don't know what it's all about. I've been watching Bridgerton, of course. I've been watching a lot of stuff, but I'm going to forget, so I'm not gonna go there. I didn't write it down, to be completely honest. Love, love, love. Cannot wait for Bridgerton to come back and finish the season because I'm very curious how it's gonna end. Hmm. So I went on a rabbit hole of vintage cross stitch pieces or out of print pieces, and I found crossstitchstash.com. Y'all, that is dangerous. First of all, because I went on their kits and I check all the kits, brands. There's so many designers that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't know the all like these are too many designers for me to know. So I went down the kits first and I found Barbara Batts designs at the American School of Needlework, which I didn't even know that there was a magazine by them. Still have to investigate a little bit of if that's active or that's like dundos. And I found Sam Sarah, which I love Sam Sarah, the studio designs. I found so many patterns that I love from her, and I wish I can just add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. So if you have any Sam Sarah that you're not wanting to stitch, you can send it to me, girl. Anyway, I'm probably gonna be putting some patterns that I've seen that I really love. And then someone was, I think it was the Martini Stitcher. She posted her whip parade, and I took a lot of screenshots. It is a 3-parter whip parade, y'all. Anyway, I saw a bunch of la di da, and I was stitching la di da, so I went on a rabbit hole, and yeah, I saw a couple pieces here that I really really enjoyed. I'm just gonna like put it in the screen. I also saw Birds of the Feather. Everybody's talking about Burst of a Feather. Liz Matthews posted her whip parade, and she showed a flower basket, and I'm like, "Ah, I want that in my stash." And Colorado Cross Stitch, which is a online and local needle shop, has the rights for births of the feathers, and she hasn't gotten to that one. So, but I went on Colorado's Cross Stitch website, and I was like, "Oh, I like this. I like that." She has a lot of cats for some reason. Very interesting. And I was talking to Ray, and I was showing like some quirky cats that I kind of liked. I like black cats. I think that's like my Halloween stitch. One black cat, like small. And he's like, for a person that is allergic to cats, you really like a lot of cat patterns. And I'm like, yeah, I've never owned cats, but I just, they're just cute. Okay. Anyway, then I'm going to show you next my stitching dreams section. I'm going to call it like that because sometimes it basically this section is what I'm thinking of starting, stitching, whatever. Let's not call it plans because I'm not a plans girl. So yeah, uh, let me show you that. Okay, so spring is coming, and in this bag I have all my seasons by the Cricut collection. If you see right here, I have stitched one of them, which is winter, and I've been feeling to stitch the spring one. I haven't started it, but I so want to stitch spring, and I have the fabric for it. I bought the pattern. It comes with the buttons, and I bought the fabric a long time ago. I think this probably was 2021 or 2020. It's been in my stash, and I was asking if you want to start it with me. These are things that I am thinking of. I have to pull the threads. They're all DMC, I believe, so it's not that difficult, but I'm thinking of starting this like soon, soon, soon. The next pattern that I'm thinking of starting is the Blue Flower, the Dutch Tulips by the Blue Flower. Let me know if you want to start it with me also. Send me a DM. I'm pretty sporadic with my starts, so it's just whenever it hits and I have to start it. So if I have a deadline, oh, let's put a date, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to wait that long. If I want to start it, I want to start it. But let me know if you want to start it together, like soon. That's another one that I've been thinking of. I finally bought, I have this beautiful bag, y'all. With I think this is Blackbird design fabric. I bought this bag from the Missing Needle on Instagram. I don't know. I think it was last year. Look at that. It's beautiful. So pretty. It's quilted on the inside. So anyway, I finally bought Floach for the heirloom lace by Works by ABC. This is interesting. Something is going on this plastic. I wonder if it's the heat. It's, anyway, it looks weird. This is by Works by ABC. I got this also at a StitchCon, and I pulled up the color Be Stitch Me. It's a 40 count Be Stitch Me color 304. I don't know what. I don't think that's the name of it, but it is like very similar to the Call for Color. It's not the Call for Color. I was missing Floach. I have the DMC for it. I think it's like 712 or 702. It's in the bag, and I'm thinking about starting this. Also, I sent an email to the designer to see if I can get a digital PDF of this. This is a big pattern, and she said basically that she doesn't provide it, and you will need to purchase it. So I think I need to go purchase that pattern again on the Etsy shop, which was a little bit of a bummer, but I mean, I understand. You know, some people have their rules, and it is what it is. And I do want it on a digital form. Then, oh my gosh, y'all, have y'all been seeing the things that are coming out of Nashville? I'm in so much trouble. I need to calm down. I've been saving them, but all Kathy Barrick, all Boomerang Stitches, all Jan Hicks Creates. Yeah, Jenna Douglas. Killing me. Killing me. Anyway, I pulled the fabric that I won at StitchCon last year. This was a keepsakes exclusive dye with black walnuts fabric, and I think it will be perfect for this pattern. Vibrant Flowers by Kathy Barrick. And she just posted something very similar to this, kind of like similar vibe in the colors with a huge moon. And I'm like, huh, like I want it too. Oh, so tough. Kathy Barrick is tough. And then by my sister sampler, this is Ann Richardson, even though I'm probably gonna just substitute by my name. I haven't added my name to nothing, and I'm thinking this will be perfect because the colors are just so beautiful. I'm thinking of this fabric for both of those patterns. I'm not quite sure yet. And then I bought the Dutch Sampler Collection by Hello by Liz Matthews in that same order from Fire Poppies 2021, y'all. And I've had this in my stash with fabric, and I have not started it. And the fabric that I picked was so beautiful, and it's an XQ Designs linen. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? This is Bird Cage. They're in the 36 count linen bird cage by XQ Designs, and it's just stunning. Stunning, stunning fabric. Like, what in the freaking world? Look at that. is so pretty. And I mean, yes, like yes or yes. I was also thinking about changing the colors of the sampler because I don't really like yellows. Okay. Sometimes yellows fade in fabric, and this has a lot of, I think it's either a gold or a yellow. Maybe I can add like my little flair, but sometimes it's also difficult. So I'm not sure. I need to pull all the colors and see what I don't like and what I like. I'm also thinking of going with a smaller one instead of the bigger one. And I really like also this little, whatever this is, small. I also love this small, which they're all in this big sampler, but she also gives you like, I don't know, like a way to finish it in a different way. So I've been thinking about the smaller one so I can have more fabric for other stuff. And then I I also call Sue to get the silks for Floral Alphabet. This is Jeanette Douglas series, sampling series ABC, which I saw that she got, I think for Nashville. She posted two of them, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I like the whole series. I like this. And I call Miss Sue and she's like, well, usually like the thread pack is like $90 for the silks. And I'm like, I'll be using DMC. And hopefully it's as beautiful as it is. But I also have this wild Idony 37 count linen in legacy linen. Y'all like what? From Fire Poppies. Yeah, see? Firepoppies.com. It's been in my stash in a bag. Why am I not using it? I bought it for something else. I don't think I'm going to stitch that right now. So I think this will work perfect in this fabric. I also noticed that the legacy fabric is thicker. That was interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. So anyway, those are my whoa, something fell. Those are my stitchy dreams or my stitching dreams. If I had all the time in the world, I would be stitching all those things. Ah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Let me check my notes real quick. Oh, I have one more thing that I want to start. Probably gonna start it today. It is this little girl. She's like embroidering or doing some quilting, whatever. She's red hair and she has a big bowl, like a big thing here in her head. So cute. I love it. And this is from the issue number 53, the June issue 53 from 2010, from the gift of stitching.com magazines. If you have that package of digital magazines, that comes from that edition, and it's called The Little Embroiderer by Barbara West Hoover. I was going through it since I went into this vintage, uh, kind of rabbit hole, and I was like, let me see what I actually have because these are 72 issues, and I should have like a bunch. So I found that one, and I want to start her immediately. Not sure if I'm gonna change her colors or not, or I'm just gonna leave it like that and be lazy. But she's cute. Oh, but yeah, I think that's all for today, y'all. I appreciate you being here and just hearing me yap, commenting in my videos, just sending good vibes, sending good messages, um, connecting with me through DMs. I I told my friends on Instagram, I usually am more active on Instagram, like chatting with people and stuff, that I was feeling a little bit lonely and I wanted like real friends, not to just talk about cross stitch. Like I want friends to also talk about anything and everything, like with no limitations, I guess, unless you're going through something and you don't really want to hear about that specific topic. But I I want to create more meaningful friendship and not just a hobby friendship. You know how you have, oh yeah, my gym friends or my stitchy friends or my dancing friends, and it's all like a community or a specific thing that you like and that's all you talk about. Like I've been missing my besties from my country and they're all doing life and it's so hard to connect because they're married with kids and work and they're so far that it's hard to connect. So I'm looking for people that are willing to connect and want to be my friend. I got one new friends. I want real friends. And I was telling people on Instagram, like, it's so hard when you're like 35. I'm 35, almost 36, y'all. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to find real friends that are open to talk about anything and everything in your 30s. Like nobody wants to do that here. I don't know if it's just me or whatever. But anyway, I love you all. This was a long video. I was not planning to record today, and I probably was a bit more chatty than the usual. So stay safe, stay warm, and I love you all. Besos, ciao.